Social organizations and families of two prominent detained Mexican activists continue to demand their freedom, calling their incarceration politically motivated and an attempt to silence critical voices. Our correspondent Clayton Kahn now with this update.
Families of the activist couple Bryan Reyes and Jacqueline Lopez, who were detained by federal police in November, say the incarceration of their loved ones has provoked reflection and a sense of solidarity with other political prisoners.
It is not just my pain and the pain of my daughter. It is the pain of many mothers, the pain of many prisoners who are there unjustly.
A coalition of social organizations installed an indefinite protest camp in front of the Attorney General's office, demanding the release of the veteran activists. For Wendy Reyes, sister of Bryan, the show of solidarity, along with inconsistencies in the state's investigation, has provoked her to rethink the meaning of justice.
I believe I'm a very different person now than I was 3 months ago. My worldview has changed a lot. I can tell you that I was a very reactionary person, but now I'm a social activist.
The prominent activists are charged with armed robbery of a police officer. However, their lawyers call the accusations a fabrication, given the amount of inconsistencies in the investigation, as well as the same charges by the same officers suspiciously being applied against other detained social activists.
It is the same, identical farce. It is no coincidence that the charges of Bryan and Jacqueline robbing 500 pesos were fabricated.
For the mother of Bryan, the unwavering commitment of the couple's activism is the cause of what she says is their political persecution.
It's not because they committed any crime, but rather the authorities have developed a way of inventing charges in order to discredit them. Bryan was the first political prisoner of this administration. He was the first political prisoner of President Peña Nieto, and since then, he has been persecuted.
National and international human rights organizations have raised red flags since the current administration of Enrique Peña Nieto came into power in 2012, declaring that there is a systematic effort to control and criminalize the right to social protest and freedom of expression. Clayton Kahn, Telesur, Mexico City.